A new house has opened at Blackpool Victoria Hospital for relatives of leukaemia patients to stay overnight to save them the long distance often travelled to be with their loved ones. Duncan House, named in memory of leukaemia patient Graham Duncan, who sadly died, was officially opened by Blackpool celebrity Joe Longthorne, himself having been treated for leukaemia at the hospital. Graham, who lived in Barrow, was diagnosed in January 2009. He was treated in the tertiary haematology unit, which specialises in treatment of leukaemia in patients from all over Lancashire and South Cumbria. The facility was made possible thanks to the Trust providing a house on the hospital site and a generous £30,000 donation from the Rosemere Cancer Foundation, which provides additional facilities and equipment for cancer patients across Lancashire and South Cumbria.
This is a marvellous amenity for the families of patients undergoing treatment in our regional haematology unit. And we're very grateful to the Duncan family for initiating this project with us and really bringing home to us the great stress it causes families who have to travel some distance and obviously want to stay with the patient. So we're very grateful to them, and I know that they're continuing fundraising for this project, which we really appreciate. Also, I should thank Dr. Carlin and the haematology unit, because they've really driven this project forward. We're really grateful to them. They're extremely busy people, but a marvellous level of commitment to patients shown in the work they've done to bring this scheme to fruition. And also we want to thank the Rosemere Cancer Foundation for funding the refurbishment. I think they've enjoyed doing this scheme. It's good to see, you know, the concrete results of the fundraising. And we should also thank all those people who give 50p, a pound, you know, at these difficult times, in order to raise the £30,000. So we really are very grateful to them. And finally, but not least, I'd like to welcome Joe Longthorne. He's touring at the moment, so we're really grateful to him for making the time to come.
Nice to
and
see you.
we're really pleased to see him looking so well, obviously. And thank you very much for agreeing to do this.
It's a pleasure, Nurse Beverly. It's lovely to see you.
If you'd like to.
I will indeed. It gives me a great pleasure to not only open the Duncan House, but to understand the meaning of what goes behind it and how it helps the families. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now declare Duncan House officially open.
Duncan House is named after a chap called Graham Duncan, who was one of my patients with acute leukemia. He unfortunately passed away about 18 months ago. And after he passed away, I wrote to his wife, and during Graham's final time here in Blackpool, he'd been spending a lot of time on intensive care, and Liz was having to travel from Barrow each day to support him. And it was a long drive from Barrow, and Liz felt that we should have better accommodation for patients undergoing complex haematology treatment from all around the Lancashire and South Cumbria region. So after that, we approached Robert Bell in Estates, and Robert identified this house for potential use. We then approached Rosemere, and Rosemere, after submitting a grant application, were able to fund the house to the tune of £30,000. So really that's where we are really, and we're delighted that it's come to fruition.
Here, people can get around and have a chat about the problems, get together and talk. Looks after this beautiful Duncan House like it is here now, and it's just fantastic. So I do know a little bit about missing people. It's open. I think the difference you'll see in a few weeks' time, in fact, if not tomorrow, I think it'll be on the way straight away. So this is it. You're just waiting for the first family. It's absolutely beautiful, it really is. I've been through it all, and the bedrooms are superb. There's plenty of space, I would imagine, if it's right for 2 or 3 different people to stay. There's room there, so like a couple of families, if I can say that, there's possible room for that there, which is nice. That means they can have a chat about things. And as I said, James, my partner, he was with the sort of same sort of unit down. And for me, seeing him every day was an absolute bonus. And for me, it helped me. So I'm sure for people that's going to be staying in this wonderful house, visiting people that's not so well in hospital, it's going to be a big difference to them, and it also make a big difference to the patients, I'm sure.
It's a fulfilment of a dream of somebody that was very important to me, and I think the house will reflect that as an important place. Also reflecting Graham as a hospitable person, a safe haven. This is phenomenal. It's a breakthrough from a patient's perspective to know that a hospital cares about your well-being, you know, the holistic things that are necessary when you're fighting an illness such as cancer. Looking after somebody who is so ill. This is a phenomenal difference. You now can concentrate on that person's illness totally without having the interruptions of everyday life that you try to juggle. You know, you're juggling your family life, your family's feelings, travelling. There's a lot of distraction in there. The fact that you can now be ensconced in this lovely, warm place, so near your loved one, this has to make a huge difference to everybody concerned.